That game, we have some beautiful conditions right now, and that's going to persist throughout the rest of the day today. We are starting off with the sun already shining and clear skies and some nice low humidity, a nice comfortable feeling in the air that will stick with us through the day today. Temperatures are in the 50s right now, actually starting at 48 in Cedar Rapids, 47 in Tama, near 60 degrees in Washington. Now the sun's up, temperatures should warm up pretty quickly, just like we saw yesterday. But what's really making it feel so nice is the humidity. The dew points are incredibly low. We're sitting around 40 degrees with those dew points, which is very dry air. In fact, set a record yesterday for the lowest dew point that we've ever seen on June 2nd. So it is incredibly dry. And on the sticky scale here, we're down in this Jeepers range, which is where you want to be usually. But in June, we're usually talking about the gross and humid range. So definitely some nice weather you want to take advantage of. And we will have plenty of sunshine, warm temperatures to do so, with temperatures running right around normal in the 70s for this afternoon. The winds are going to be a little lighter than yesterday too, but pretty much a copy and paste of Thursday's weather. As we head then into the evening, we start to see some changes coming. We have some clouds that build on in overhead, and we will have some rain arriving after midnight. Rain may linger into Saturday morning, and we're now seeing a trend that puts us a little bit further to the south. But if you're out and about at any of the farmers markets around the area, may want to carry some rain gear with you for the morning, and then the late morning hours into the afternoon, we should have some dry time with a mix of sun and clouds. And then the higher chances for rain, which looks like the highest over the weekend, will really be Saturday night into Sunday morning. Predictor kind of shows these showers and storms falling apart as they come through eastern Iowa, but we'll have to keep an eye on that. And then in the afternoon, there may be some additional showers and storms kind of scattered about for Sunday. Over the next several days, though, we'll have chances for rain. And during that stretch, it's possible we could pick up around a half an inch to an inch and a half of rainfall across the area, which would be beneficial rain, but hopefully we don't get too much in one spot over and over and over again, because that is where flooding could be a concern. But it does look like we're kind of spreading the wealth a little bit here, and with everyone getting a chance of getting some rainfall accumulation here, that would certainly help out some of the recent dry conditions we've been experiencing. But we have elevated rain chances through the weekend and into Monday and Wednesday of next week, and that is where we're going to have a boundary in the Midwest and several disturbances moving along it, which will lead to these chances for showers and thunderstorms. As we head through this time frame as well, we are going to be experiencing below normal temperatures too, which we've been talking about for a while, but the signal continues to be there to show these cooler temperatures, generally in the 70s, sticking with us through the middle of June, which is terribly unusual, but at least feeling comfortable. So we'll take that. We do have some really nice comfortable conditions for today. We'll have rain chances going up over the weekend, mostly tonight into tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow night into Sunday morning. We'll have additional rain, rounds of rain coming through Monday and Wednesday of next week, and temperatures fall out of the mid 70s into the low 70s as we head through the new week. And the first full week of June, temperatures will be running around 5 to 10 degrees below normal. Start to the day is actually not too bad out there, but we do have some heat, humidity, and mostly dry conditions on tap as we head through this week. Right now, the sun's starting to come on up and is shining, already leading to temperatures warming up, and will do so quickly. We're hanging out in the low to some mid 60s at the moment. The humidity, though, isn't terrible. We're down in the low 60s, which isn't a bad place to be. It'd be nice if we could stay here all day long, but we will not be, and we'll be inching closer to that 70-degree mark, and definitely feeling the stickiness out there today. Temperatures themselves going to be hot too, climbing up into the mid to upper 80s for highs under that sunshine, and we are going to have some pretty calm winds, so you'll be feeling that heat. And then with the addition of the humidity, of course, feeling even worse than that. What's going on is we have this area of high pressure at the surface that's going to be pushing down to the south. As that happens, winds start to pick up out of the south, pulling in some more warmth and moisture. That is then aided by a cold front that will be arriving tomorrow. There's going to be a powerful storm system moving through portions of Minnesota and Wisconsin, and that's where the higher chances for storms will be. But for us, this will actually just pull in some more warmth and humidity. And as the cold front itself comes through, we're looking at little to nothing actually happening here, mostly because of that warm air in place. In the upper levels, it will suppress thunderstorm activity, and so we will see little to nothing out of this. If the front is able to break through and lead to a shower or storm, there could be a strong one out of it, but it seems that those higher chances are going to be to our north and east, and then that front passes by and winds will turn in out of the northwest briefly, leading to a slight reprieve from the high heat and the high humidity. We are going to have dew points up around 70 degrees the next 2 days, well into that gross range. We drop down a little bit bit and should have the low 60s on Wednesday, which will feel a bit nicer out there. Still warm though, of course, just giving us a little break before we go back up to nearing the UFTA range. And we are going to have that continuing through the end of the week and into the weekend as well. So with the addition of that humidity, it of course will feel even hotter. Heat index values today going to be in the low to mid 90s, not at advisory criteria or any alerts out there or anything, but certainly going to be feeling the heat. As we head into tomorrow, we are going to have some higher heat index values with the higher temperatures and higher humidity levels. And the heat index will be in the upper 90s near 100 degrees, 97 popping up Waterloo, New Hampton, 100 in Tama. And that could be an issue for a couple of days as we end the week as well because of this heat remaining in place. In the upper levels, we have this area of high pressure that is just hanging nearby. We will have some times where it kind of is in flux and we have these ups and downs that happen. But generally, this is going to be ruling the roost here over the next week or two, leading to temperatures remaining above normal to finish the month of July. So we are going to be in the upper 80s to low 90s pretty much every day. A little bit of a reprieve there on Wednesday. Plenty of sunshine though each day. We then will have the slim chance and the one chance of rain coming up in the next 7 days popping up on Saturday. And right now we have a week that's going to be kind of sprinter around here. We got some above normal temperatures and we've been melting away some snow. We're going to continue to see temperatures run above normal for most of this week, but we also, as we melt the snow away, could be adding some on as we get into Wednesday night and Thursday morning. Still a complicated situation, but we're going to be sorting out those details and we'll talk about that in just a little bit. We do have clouds out there to start the day, but they'll be moving on away. We have some wet streets because of rain last night with a cold front that boosted our temperatures up and in fact have held our temperatures up through the night impressively above freezing this morning in many spots that have several inches of snow on the ground, especially north of Highway 20, 34 Decorah and Oelwein, 34 in Cedar Rapids, 36 in Iowa City and Washington. The one thing taking the edge off of this is the wind, and it's still going out there around 15 to 20 miles per hour in some spots. That's making it feel colder, so we have wind chills that are below freezing. Feels like 25 in Decorah and Cedar Rapids, 28 in Iowa City, feeling like 25 in Dubuque. As we go through the day today, that wind will back off some, still going to be a little breezy. We are going to have the clouds moving out, and we'll get back into the sunshine today. Temperatures will be cooler than yesterday, but we have some of that give and take. We let go of some of the wind, and we will have then it feeling a little bit nicer out there with the temperatures even cooler, still running above normal and above freezing. Later tonight, we'll have clear skies, calm winds. Temperatures will drop down through the 20s. Those clouds move out of here. Winds coming in out of the north and west will eventually come back out of the south come tomorrow. That's ahead of our next storm system that will not arrive until late Wednesday. So during much of the day, we're dry tomorrow. Clouds will start to build in, and then we will have some rain arriving. We'll then see the potential for a transition to some slushy, wet snow. And this is quite the complex forecast, but we're going to continue to work out the details. We have been seeing a trend, though, that points to more snow as we have had temperatures starting to trend cooler with this system. We would be seeing that slushy, wet, heavy type of snow that would fall, that would primarily be late Wednesday night into early Thursday morning and could potentially impact the Thursday morning commute. So we are going to have the storm moving in initially with rain and then see a transition to a wintry mix and snow. That is something that's difficult for any storm system to do, especially when we're talking about temperatures being above freezing and well above freezing at that in the days and even hours leading up to it moving in. And what is going to be happening here is there's dry air getting pulled down on the north side of the system, which sometimes can be a detriment to precipitation, but in this case is actually going to lead to evaporative cooling, which will lead to rain falling, evaporating, cooling the atmosphere, and leading to snowfall development. So that's what we're keeping an eye on for Thursday, and the potential for some accumulation. As we get more certainty, we'll start putting out some of those numbers, but basically the impact going to be Thursday morning. We'll have temperatures near 40 today, into the 40s tomorrow. Chance for that rain and transitioning to some slushy snow Thursday. We cool down with that storm system, but warm right back up into the 40s early next week.